All right, guys, lots to talk about here today. We'll get to the latest on the newly named Erin, tropical storm. I want to start with our Alabama weather headlines here on this Monday afternoon, August 11th. Rainy days ahead. It's going to keep our temperatures below average, but we will rebound, have a drier and warmer weekend ahead. And as I mentioned, we'll have the latest on the track for Erin. Let's look at our visible satellite, and this has been the case the last couple of days. With an easterly wind, you've got a cooler layer aloft and a moist layer aloft. So, that's what's keeping these clouds around for a good chunk of the day. It was overcast. I was outside doing yard work today, and it was wonderful. And it also keeps our air mass a lot more stable. But temperatures have been held in check in a lot of spots. How about 80 in Sylacauga, 84 in Gadsden, 91 is the reading there in Birmingham. We have some 90s in the southern half of the state. But again, we had several hours of cooler temperatures. So you'll see on this map a decent amount of lightning strikes. Most of those are not here in central Alabama. In fact, there are 2 strikes over the last about hour or so in this radar loop. We have a stable air mass, as I mentioned, so these are mainly spotty showers. So go to the eastern side of the state, Sylacauga, that's why you're 80 degrees here at 3:30. Childersburg, same deal. Yeah, a couple showers coming into the Hoover area over near Lake Martin. We have some rain, and again, very hit and miss. That's what I expect throughout the day. The Shoals area, Huntsville, looking dry. Decatur along the Tennessee River, no problems there. And down into the Wiregrass, we've got some heavy rain in Geneva over towards Slocum. Enterprise near Fort Rucker, some rain, and south of Dothan near Madrid. And as you get closer to the state line there in Jackson County. So again, hit and miss showers today. Rain chances will be on the rise here. This is a look at the rain probabilities for Tuesday, and you can see that 75 plus percentage or coverage range there for Gadsden, Sylacauga, Montgomery, Auburn. Our highest rain coverage will be in the eastern half of the state, but everywhere has the potential for rain. Wednesday, that chance goes down just a little bit. What we have is an inverted trough and some plume of moisture moving north, so that'll give us decent rain chances. And then by Thursday and late week, our rain chances begin to subside, so temperatures will warm. So let's go to our future view product. This is our in-house Barron 3K, and this one tends to be a little more aggressive with rain, but I do, in this case, think it does well with the timing. So look at the time here, Tuesday, 7 a.m. If we have rain, which is looking like we will early in the day, this will really stifle temperatures. And a lot of times models don't handle this too well, so they'll call for mid-80s. I think there's going to be spots tomorrow that might stay in the 70s. We go into Wednesday, and again, that you can see that feature kind of spinning as it moves on through here. I'm going to try this again with some pause points. So this is at 3 o'clock on Tuesday, essentially 24 hours from now. A bit of a lull in the rain. If we get the rain earlier, a lot of times that'll stabilize the atmosphere and we'll be drier in the afternoon. But clouds will likely linger. Into Wednesday we go. This is Wednesday morning. Again, depicting some showers in Tuscaloosa, Fayette County, down to the south near Atmore, Century and Flomaton, near Pensacola as well. And then as we head into Wednesday afternoon, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms will be possible along that I-85 corridor, 231 south towards Troy, and US 84 near Andalusia. By the evening, again, scattered to widespread thunderstorms, and that'll kind of be the end of our higher rain chances. High temperatures for Tuesday, showing 80s. Again, I think there's the potential that some folks might be closer to 80 degrees. I've seen days like this where our high is 77. It just, depends on the timing of rain and the cloud cover that follows. Our high temperatures on Wednesday, again, still seasonally cool, though we'll have some 90s in there. This model's a bit aggressive with the highs. I don't think we'll be 93 in Demopolis, but the warmest temperatures will be on the western side of the state. And then we go into late week. This is Thursday. And again, still decent rain coverage, but not so much. And by Friday, we start the 90s. So I got 90s in the forecast for central Alabama Friday onward. So warmest temperatures, of course, further to the south, barring isolated thunderstorms, but we'll be in a stretch of 90-degree weather, very seasonal to slightly above average through early next week. All right, we had Tropical Storm Erin get named earlier today. It is way out there, but you look at the latitude at which this is at. This is one of those things where you look at it from a distance, and if you watch these, as we do as weather folks, you tend to notice a couple things. For example, when this forms at a certain latitude. And when I say latitude, I mean its position in proximity to the equator, the poles. This is at a slightly higher latitude, and those tend to peel off to the north. The further south you get, they tend to go more of a due westerly track, but you got the Bermuda High out there, and that tends to steer these things pretty good. Here's a 7-day spaghetti plots, fresh for Erin. That's pretty good consistency. Now, you have a couple outliers that want to veer this towards Puerto Rico by, say, the weekend, early next week, but the general consensus is this is well away from land from several locations. So let's go to the European model. This is a look at sea level pressure starting Tuesday. And there's not a whole lot of intensification, or at least significant intensification, until late in the week. This is Saturday at noon. There's the Leeward Islands. There is the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and again, you have a decent gap there, about 300 plus miles away from the center. The Bahamas got on there again. We're a couple hundred miles, but rough surf is certainly possible. We won't have any hurricane or probably any tropical storm force winds. It's just choppy conditions. This again, Tuesday at about 12 o'clock. And then we go to Thursday. It'll quickly get swept to the north. And, right now, we got this models have this well offshore, about 520 miles or so. That's the European look. Here's the GFS. It's very similar. It has a quicker intensification with this. This is, again, noon Saturday, a little further from the Leeward Islands, further from the Bahamas as well. Central pressure is a little bit lower, so it's got it a bit stronger, but this is going to be an issue for Bermuda. So we'll have to watch that. Again, about 750 miles from the mid-Atlantic coast, and it likely stays that way. So again, we'll keep an eye on this. Traffic is not a concern for us. As far as hurricane force wind probability, again, not even really an issue for the Leeward Islands, the northern part of the Lesser Antilles, or the Bahamas. About a 10% chance of anything hurricane force, and that just calls for some, model outlier there. But, the Gulf clear, Florida clear for now. No concern. We'll keep watching it. Final look at the composite radar. Again, scattered showers through the state. Nothing too significant today. Best chance of thunderstorms in the southern half of Alabama. That's a look at your Monday forecast update. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you tomorrow.